It's well, I would agree about it being lame, all right, definitely, compared to the Northern California, like Napa. I met the Napa Valley student trustee, Chris Adams. I don't know if you ever met him.
Can't say that I would know his face with the name.
He's pretty amazing. He's really smart, kind of like you. And so how did you get to be so bright about so many things, Jonathan? I mean, I heard that you just...
Henry's not going to get you anywhere.
No, it's not good. I'm not trying to suck you in. I mean, because, I heard that you just, I'm a first-time senator, and now suddenly, bam, I'm a president. Now I'm going to study over the summer, and suddenly, bam, I'm a perfect president. That couldn't be. You must have been studying this stuff all along.
Well, getting elected was just good strategy and a little bit of bad luck, I guess, for my opponent. It had rained that whole week, and I knew it was going to rain, so I knew that the walk-up vote was going to be a little bit low. So I focused my campaign on a department that I knew, with people that I knew, and it just turned out to be enough. That was really just luck. If it hadn't rained, I would have gotten beat to death, but that was just luck. And then, we have good staff here. We have good administrative staff to train us and get us ready for that position. And I like to fight, so AS is all about fighting. I like to fight with administration.
Well, definitely the orientation period and training period was very important to you over the summer, right?
To a certain extent. I kind of knew where we were headed, or at least where I wanted us to be headed. I knew what my tone was going to be. The steepest part of the learning curve was managerial, learning how to work with people that really disliked me personally and disliked my positions. That was tough. Learning to not take it personally and trying to make allies and not enemies. So I naturally think I'm right most of the time, so I don't like when people disagree with me.
I can agree with
but
that.
I need to get over that. And I think you would agree that by the end of the year, Julie and I worked, I thought, pretty well together. Now, I don't know if she ever changed her opinion of me personally, but certainly professionally, we were able to accomplish more than I thought we were going to be able to.
Too bad for me. I seem to have that personality issues with some of those younger kids who don't like me. They won't like me.
There's always people that aren't going to like it, just not you personally, but you in the editorial sense.
Yes. Well, gee, I don't know what else to ask. Jonathan, what did you say you wanted to do for? I mean, you've already been in the music industry. You still are, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been producing. Actually, I was able to produce a little over the Christmas break. Got a couple more tracks signed, so they'll be coming out on digital labels. No paper.
Okay.
Sometime in the spring, and I DJ out some. I'm not doing any promotions anymore or anything like that.
You DJ where?
I actually don't have any gigs lined up, but I'm always open.
Now, what was your former job at back North Carolina?
Tennessee. I was a nightclub promoter.
Oh, I thought you had a big company or something.
Well, it wasn't big. It wasn't like Merrill Lynch or anything, but it was a big opportunity. I think we had about 10 people on staff.
The Hornet said that you worked for Napster. Was that true?
I did. I had an internship with Napster. It was very fun. They really take care of their employees. Anybody looking to get a good job, try for Napster. I don't know how their business is doing, but they have a great office. They have a great environment, and they took great care of me.
Are they changed since the time that you worked for them?
I haven't really kept in touch with them. I couldn't tell you.
I gotta ask you some more. You're just like this treasure trove. So the student trustee elections are coming up next week, and candidates meeting were just today. So, yeah, you know what? I got fouled up. I didn't get my statement in at the deadline, so now I have to be a write-in, and that's going to foul me up. Mr. Wonderful is going to be running, and a fella.
Who's Mr. Wonderful?
Ethan.
He's running for student trustee next year?
He would. No, for the interim, because David Adami resigned. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Well, the reason is, David fell below the unit load limit because you're supposed to have 5 units. And he finished this semester with only 3, and that's why he had to resign. Although I heard, somebody told me that he could have fought that or something like that, and he didn't seem to know it.
Well, generally what he would have done was gone to the dean of students or What was Richard Ramirez's title?
Yeah, the Dean of Student
Yeah,
Services.
but we don't have one right though.
We
right now.
have
We have an interim
inter-
or something.
Bob Miranda, but
Okay.
he's a financial aid guy.
So
Maybe.
he's taking over the department in the interim.
Yeah.
Well, normally what he would have done is gotten a waiver. But
He could have
I mean,
gotten a
really,
waiver.
Student trustee should probably be above the unit level.
Yeah, but well,
Cypress had a problem with that. They had a student trustee that was taking like one class.
Elsa Garcia, or somebody else.
I don't know any. I don't want to speak about any
Okay.
specific name, but I know they had a student trustee that was taking a low unit load.
But he could have gone to the student. Well, you know what? You think he still could? I mean, is it too late for him? I mean, he submitted his letter of resignation already, so
No, that's pretty much the nail in the coffin. You don't want to pull one of those back.
yeah, okay. Well, I did try to warn him, but then I think it was too late by then. But then I didn't get the information until too late myself, you know? I mean, because I heard this from another student trustee who told me that, which is kind of a shame because, you know, David's a good guy. So, yeah, well, Mr. Wonderful, and some guy who's the president of the Young Democrats Club.
Is that active now? That's great. It's great. It's a good year for that.
Yeah, it would be. And me, and I've totally failed up by not getting on the ballot and having to be a write-in, if I even want to, considering what just happened to me with the Hornet. I mean, my pals at the Hornet were going to save me. And then, they just pounded nails into my coffin with this horrible article they printed on the front page.
Politics are brutal. They're brutal.
Yeah, but my